Oh right, yeah, I've been waiting for this day. It's the 10th of January 2017 and it's been exactly a year since David Bowie died. And basically, George Michael's died. And there's this pop singer here who died, was it about the 12th or the 14th of February 2015? And this guy hasn't really had much of a say. It was just very quickly rushed. It was in the news and then it was out again. And I've looked all over the internet and not one person has, connected Steve Strange to maybe possibly that he was either murdered or, you know, basically, or commit suicide or it's just, in the papers that he had a heart attack and he died in Egypt. Well, isn't it interesting that Visage, a lot of their videos were, done in Egypt. So there's too much of a coincidence there. Well, I met him, Steve Strange, as I've said before. I've got more photographs of the location where I met Steve Strange as a 5-year-old girl. And it happened all in this beer garden here at the Bell, where I met Duran Duran. See where this beer garden is? There was a marquee tent situated right here by this tree. And I met Duran Duran, and Steve Strange was hosting this event. It was like a battle of the bands. But I see, possibly, Steve Strange, George Michael and David Bowie didn't want to go along with the New World Order agenda. And they were secretly putting out messages in their songs, that to wake people up. And that's how I see it. Because, it's just weird. It's almost like the world is becoming, you're either a targeted individual or you're a perpetrator. So all these pop stars or actors or whatever, they don't want to go along with the agenda, so they're being bumped off. So that's how I see it, and it is just tragic. And, I just think George Michael was being targeted to death because he had a fallout with Sony. So that you've got that as evidence. David Bowie, I reckon he didn't want to be famous anymore, but he wanted to make a little bit of a comeback to try and help humanity with putting messages out in songs like this one here, Love is Lost. So I thought I'd leave that with you, and please just do your own research.